Hey guys, Stephanie Scarborough here. Hey, I wanted to update you real quick, and I apologize. I'm commuting from our Florida office to our Georgia office and wanted to pull over to give you an important update. And this came out of a question I was asked earlier by a client as we're in the midst of H-1B cap season for H-1B fiscal year 2020. And here's the question that came up. Can I file, can the same employee have two petitions filed for them by two different employers? And the general answer is yes. Two employers who are unrelated, two unrelated entities, can file a petition for the same employee. And that's been the rule, at least as long as I've been doing H-1Bs, and, the policy essentially, as long as I've been doing H-1Bs. So, but let's look at that word related entities. Because those of us who practice business law in addition to immigration, we narrow that related entity to something that shares a corporate relationship. So a corporate relationship, for instance, might be a branch or affiliate or a subsidiary, somebody who has a related entity, or maybe the two entities that have the same ownership structure. So those might be related entities under the law as we know it and as we've always analyzed it. So in the past, we might have said, yeah, for sure, if you have an employee and you want to file two separate petitions and they're two unrelated entities, then go ahead and do it. And that's fine. In fact, in the Federal Register announcement for the recent update, so I won't go into the details, but recently there was an update that changed how H-1B cap cases are counted. So essentially the current administration changed the way those cases are counted, just essentially to give more of a chance to U.S. master's degree holders, under that Buy American, Hire American policy and the stated policy of giving those who have a master's degree or who are making more money, more highly skilled, a better chance at the H-1B cap. So what they've done is they've reallocated how those H-1B cap cases are counted with preference toward the U.S. master's degree holders. That'll be covered in a different video. But in that guidance, not really guidance, in the promulgated rule in the Federal Register, the Department of Homeland Security specifically stated they have no intention of changing that policy that allows two different employers to file for the same employee. So in essence, I could shop around, and we see it all the time. Me as an employee can shop around and say, hey, I got 5 employers who will file a petition for me, so I'm going to go ahead and ask all of them to file a petition for me. So let them file a petition. And, very often 5 employers will file a petition, or a couple of employers will file a petition for the same employee, and that increases that employee's chance at reaching the H-1B cap. Of course, as a representative of an employer, it's tough to see employers spend so much money on a petition for someone when they're only going to just join another company. So it's a little unfair to those, especially a smaller employer, who spends a lot of money on an H-1B petition and then has the employee join somebody else. But that being aside, it's perfectly, within the law to do that. However, let's look at related entity, because the question I got today was, can this was a third-party end client situation, an IT company who has a third-party end client. Can they both file a petition, the employer and the end client, can they both file a petition for the same employee using essentially the same job? And the answer is no. And why not? They're not related entities. One is a third-party end client with no relation except for a contractual obligation, or not even an obligation, a contract for the IT company to deliver services to them. So why can't they both file for the petitioner, a petition for the same employee? Because they're unrelated entities. The reason is they're employing someone in a substantially similar position. In fact, in the same position. And in March of 2018, the Administrative Appeals Office adopted a decision called Matter of S Inc. that stated that related entity for the purposes of an H-1B petition can extend to cases in which both employers are filing for the same employee in substantially similar position. In this case, the inquiry was for the exact same position, a petition from the end client and a petition from the employer, the intended employer, for the exact same position, exact same client letter, exact same responsibilities. And Matter of S Inc. says you can't do that. So yes, you can have multiple employers filing for you. No, you cannot have multiple employers filing for you for the exact same position. So keep that in mind as you're filing your H-1B cap cases. If you have any questions, hit me up below. Matter of S Inc. will be in the link below, as will the Federal Register announcement for the H-1B cap rule that came out in January 31st, effective April 1st, 2019. I hope this helps clarify what type of entities are similar or related entities under Matter of S Inc. And check out Matter of S Inc. below. Thanks so much. Have a great day.